Hi everyone, this week I've been reviewing this 2022 Toyota Tundra, so I thought here we would do a little bed tour and then throw my tailgate pad on the tailgate, throw my bike over the tailgate just to see how that whole process works. And if you're interested in how various pickups work with tailgate pads for mountain biking, I have a whole series of videos on that. As of right now, I have videos for every truck on the market, compact, midsize, and full-size like the Tundra here, except for the Ford F-150. But yeah, I've got the rest of the market covered. So go check those out if you're interested in that kind of thing. So here's the rear quarters of the new 2022 Tundra. This is the first time this truck has been given a full redesign since 2007. So that's kind of a big deal. The one I'm driving here is a crew cab with the 5.5-foot bed. So this is the biggest cab you can get combined with the smallest bed you can get. You can see the tailgate here. It says 4x4 and then it has Tundra stamped into it there. And then on the handle is Toyota. I like to see stamped tailgates. That's kind of fun. We can open it via the handle here, but there's also an alternative means. That's this button hidden in the tail light right here. And then there's not really a fancy proprietary step system like you get from Ford and General Motors, but this truck does come with this accessory kick-out step. First I noticed this was on the Nissan Titan, but you can see that Toyota has adopted it as well. So here's the bed. Something you might notice right away, this is not a metal bed. Most competitors use, well, the Ford F-150 uses an aluminum bed. Not sure if the GM trucks and the Ram trucks use aluminum or steel these days, but either way, none of them use a composite material, which is what the Tundra uses here, the new Tundra. So this is a stamped composite. It's not quite plasticky, but it certainly isn't metal. I imagine they've tested this for durability, so this wouldn't really steer me away from this truck or cause me to question the durability of the bed here, except for in super heavy duty applications where the bed in like an F-150 is likely to maybe be dented. I imagine this bed would crack before it would dent, but I can't be certain. And this truck is so new that there's not a lot of data out there like that yet. This one has a rubber bed mat, but underneath you can see the floor is that same composite material. As for like accessories and stuff back here, you've got a tie down point here, and then two against the bulkhead, and then of course another one right there. And then there's this slidable rail system. You'll find this in the Tacoma, and you'll find it in a lot of other trucks too. So I don't really love the operation of Toyota's system here because you have to unscrew it and then it slides and it gets all janky, you can see, and then you've got to tighten it back down. Most competitors who've adopted a system like this have better execution, but either way, you get 4 slidable tie down points, and you see you can move them even to a rail up against the bulkhead there. And then beyond that, LED light, and then an AC inverter, 120 volt or 400 watt. It's your 3-prong home style power outlet. As for my tailgate pad, this is a size large Dakine DLX pad. I reached out to them a while back, said I was doing these videos, and they sent me size small and size large pads. What's kind of wonky right now is the size small pads were designed for the mid-size segment. Size large pads were designed for the full-size segment. But now that there's a new crop of compact trucks, Ford Maverick, Hyundai Santa Cruz, it's kind of wonky that size small doesn't go with the small trucks, goes with the mid-size trucks. So these companies should probably put out a third pad size, and I don't know what they're going to do with their sizing. But either way, it's not really an issue here. Size large pad goes with the full-size trucks. This one holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bikes. So let's strap it on here and then put my bike on. I don't love this pad. It's kind of minimalist. Most other pads, you get full coverage on the back of the tailgate, but with this one, you only get coverage on the outside of the tailgate, which seems to leave some vulnerabilities. But pricing for this pad isn't minimalist, but it seems like their cost is minimalist, so it doesn't seem like a real great value to me. But either way, it's okay. A lot of different pads on the market. This is the one I have to work with today. So. And the fact that there's no back means that it's kind of hard to get the pad on and off. See, I'm having to do like this here. So if you're gonna put a pad on and leave it on, this is fine, but if you're gonna put a pad on and take it off, say like once a week, this one's kind of annoying because it's kind of difficult to get it situated too once it's on. Okay. All right, so here we go. So you can see decent amount of space still on either side. I'd like to see this come all the way out to right here. I've been in a situation where I had a bike on a tailgate pad. I was driving down a rough road, and even though the pad covered almost all the way out, the bike fork still managed to contact with the paint here and scratch it. So I'd like it if this pad were a little bit wider. It works, but I wouldn't say it's a great fit. But otherwise, you can see how the foam bit has to kind of be creased here. That's just, again, the pad design, which is a little wonky. And then these Velcro straps hold on to the down tube. Let's see how much of a view the backup camera has with the pad in place. You can see this little door here opens to allow access to the tailgate handle. Of course, on the Tundra, though, you can open the tailgate that way, but it also is meant to allow a view for the backup camera. And there we go. So not great. Yeah, you can see what's directly beneath you, but you can't really see what's behind you, like if you were trying to back into a parking spot. So I would not call that a great fit. Okay, let's go ahead and load up my bike. This is a 2017 Santa Cruz Bronson, size large, with 27.5-inch tires and wheels. So here's what I was talking about. Since the pad doesn't cover the full width of the tailgate, you can run into this situation if you have a bike on the far right, far outside slot there. So what I would do, I just put it here for demonstration purposes, but what I would do is, unless I had to carry 7 bikes, if you had to carry 7, you'd have to use this slot, but this is probably the last slot I would use. So instead, I would just put the bike one section over, and then there we go, and then there you go. You can Velcro the down tube down, and you're not worrying about your tire rubbing into the clear coat there. but you can see bike fits decently well. I would never expect that a full-size truck would have any issues hauling a bike over the tailgate. In fact, I've now tested every different class of truck. Like I said, every single truck on the market except for the F-150, and they all work just fine for this. So, a couple more angles there. Like I said, slots for 7. There'd be no issues fitting 7 in the bed here. You just have to make sure the pedals and the handlebars and the seats, mostly just the pedals though, make sure they all kind of align next to each other, and there you go. So that's how much the bike sticks out. You can Velcro it down. You can throw a ratchet strap through the frame, across the fork if you wanted, through the rear wheel, or a cable lock. I'd probably go with a cable lock. So there's your look at how a tailgate pad works with the new Toyota Tundra, along with a little bed tour. My favorite feature involving this whole process is the side opening option for the tailgate. Push that little button on the side there. It doesn't matter if you have access to the handle on the tailgate or not, because you've got another means of opening it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that about wraps things up. Like I said, I've got videos on every other truck on the market except for the Ford F-150, so go and check those out if you're interested. Thank you for watching.